Today, I'm going to show you Obstracts IOC and TTP search feature, which is really useful for threat intelligence researchers, whether you're starting your research or are partway through and are looking for a bit more inspiration. Let's start by taking a look at TTPs. So the TTP search engine in Obstracts can be used to search across a variety of frameworks. Of course, MITRE ATT&CK, and specifically MITRE ATT&CK Enterprise in this example. So all posts in Obstracts that are indexed are scanned for all MITRE ATT&CK objects, so not just tactics and techniques. As you can see here, we have software, a tool identified. But if we select a particular technique, in this example, acquire infrastructure, we can see more about the technique itself, but we can also very quickly see all of the posts where this technique has been identified as being described. And of course, we can drill down on each of these posts to see the actual content of the report. So we can download the PDF, or we can actually navigate to the blog itself, or we can view, if I scroll back up, the other extractions. So you can see the object types here at a glance, but if I click the objects tab here, we can see all of the objects extracted from this report. And if we want to look at that graphically, we can then load the graph here and explore this information graphically. The other frameworks that we support are CAPEC, CWE, Atlas, so really good for AI-based attacks and describing AI-based attacks. But also more specifically thinking about targeted attacks, we have location search. So you can search for reports describing specific locations, or we have sectors or industries. And this is really useful if you're working in a threat intelligence team for an organization, perhaps financial services or defense here, and you're looking for posts that are describing attacks on this particular industry. So drilling down onto defense here, we now have a list of all the posts that are tagged with that defense identity defense sector. And these identity objects are fully compatible with threat intelligence platforms. So if you're an OpenCTI user, for example, the OpenCTI categories for sectors or industries are the same as what we use in Obstracts. So if you use the Obstracts OpenCTI integration to sync the blog posts with OpenCTI and perhaps filter to sync only the posts describing a particular industry, these are going to show up perfectly in the OpenCTI UI. Flipping to the other side of things, so the IOC search. If you're starting an investigation from a bit of evidential information, perhaps an IP address, a file hash, the IOC search is really useful to uncover posts where other researchers are talking about the same thing. And depending on the date of the post, ideally talking about the same sort of research or the same campaign that you're looking at, so you can then take inspiration or use that research to direct your next steps. So if I choose a particular type of IOC, so let's use file, and within file we have file names and file hashes. But if we select a file hash here, we can then drill down to get all reports where this file hash is being described or mentioned. And in this case, we only have one report, but in many instances, you might uncover 2 or 3 reports in particularly large campaigns where many people are posting about it. So as you can see, whether you're starting out your research or looking for inspiration about channels or avenues you can pursue additional bits of research to enhance your reporting, the Obstracts IOC and TTP search functionality is a great aid in that aim.